Hey guys, in this video we're going to be talking about nailing walls plumb. So this is after we got all of our house built, all of our interior walls, and we're going to be attaching our walls to the trusses, both parallel with the trusses and perpendicular. So let's get into it. So the reason we do this is that even though our walls are attached on each end, like right here it's attached to an exterior sheeted wall, so that can't move. But right here in the middle, it can move around. If it isn't braced or attached, this can still move, which means your walls could be out of plumb. This is one of the most important parts for getting quality on a home, because you can do everything right, and if you just nail these walls out of plumb, then that ruins the whole quality, all the time you spent getting your plates right, your walls overlapping right. So this is the final touch that makes sure your framing is quality work. So anywhere that your walls could still push around, like this corner here, you want to take your laser level or plate level and make sure that this wall is spot on. Right here, you can see it, we're grazing this first top plate, and we're right next to that second top plate. So now we know we can attach this to the trusses. So right here, our wall's leaning this way. It's about 3/16. And since this is a cabinet run, we want it at least within an 1/8. But since we have to move it, we're gonna get it perfect anyway. And then we're gonna toe nail down through those trusses into our top plate. Now, we know our trusses are on the right spacing because we have our catwalks installed already. So the trusses are gonna stay there. We're gonna move this wall plumb, and then we're gonna toe nail through the trusses. So now that we know this wall and these walls are plumb this way, we can just put a toenail down through this bottom cord. Now there is an L bracket that you can buy here that you use positive placement nails to nail down through and into the side of the truss. And it has little slits that allow these to flex up and down with the different temperatures throughout the seasons. But in our area, this is what we do. We haven't had a need for using those brackets around here yet. Now on these walls that are running parallel with the trusses, we don't have trusses to nail through. So we already got our sheetrock back in here, and now we're gonna put a block between our trusses, and we're gonna put these blocks in every 4 feet about. If you have a 5-foot run with a corner on each end that's tied in, you can get away with it. But for these long runs, we want to block every 4 feet. And then make sure that when you nail down through these blocks into your wall to lock it into place, that it's plumb here. Now that especially applies if there's a doorway here. Doorways in particular, you really want to be plumb. It makes installing the doors way easier. Now this wall is locked in. After this gets drywalled, it's not going to move at all. Right here is a great example of how walls can end up leaning, because this plate right here doesn't run through, so this is a super weak L point here. And if this wasn't nailed in, or if it wasn't plumb before it was nailed in, it could be way off. So now we're going to go through the rest of the house and do this to all the walls, making sure that when we nail it, it's plumb, especially above doorways. Now the easiest way to do this is to have a guy down below you with a laser and one guy up in the attic nailing the blocks in. Then you can work together getting blocks for measurements and nailing them in. If you guys got any value out of this video, please subscribe and be sure to check out our channel, because we're doing a video about every skill it takes to frame a quality house.